I remember when Chuck Palumbo, he got let go from WWE. He went to Japan. He had a great run over in Japan. And then he came back. And when he came back and he was, doing the motorcycle gimmick and, he and I worked together a lot. We got to be really cool, man. And one of the things he told me, and I'll never forget it, and I quote, Chuck Palumbo said, "There's life after WWE." For a lot of talent, it's a dream, it's a goal. And you get there and you get that money and you get the taste, and then things don't work out. You get released. For some people, it's absolute heartache. It's crushing, it's depressing, which is totally understandable. But through the years, there have been a lot of talent that got released, went out, hit the indies, hit the international scene, worked their asses off, and came back with, a reinvented character or a reinvigorated character, got re-signed and did great. And then there are plenty that left, never came back, and did wonderful on the international scene or whatever. But just that quote from Chuck Palumbo, there's life after WWE. And the people that have gone on to make a wonderful living. I've been in the pro wrestling business for over 20 years. And I've been very fortunate that WWE, New Japan, Impact, I worked for CMLL, AAA. Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, So there's a thing, if you're resilient, if you're a professional wrestler, if you're about the business, if you're about the hustle, if you're about the grind, I'm not, and it's funny because I had this conversation recently. I'm a professional wrestler. I'm not an ex-WWE wrestler. Mm. I'm not an ex-New Japan wrestler. I'm a pro wrestler. And I'm going to take my trade, I'm going to take my craft, I'm going to take my skills to where I can do my best and simultaneously get the best compensation that I can get. And that's been the name of the game since territory days. Mm-hmm. It's always take your skills to where you can get the best out of what you can do and the best compensation package. And I've been fortunate that for over 20 years, I've been able to make a living in this space, regardless of what the three letters, the alphabet soup on top, just because I bring a certain je ne sais quoi to the game. And if you have talent, and if you genuinely have an ability to draw viewers, fans, then you're always going to be employed. And I remember when Joe said, I'm leaving here. I'm betting on myself. And you take it from there, dude. Hold on. Tag.
Nah. Yeah. I mean, for me, it wasn't a big issue. I had already built a financial infrastructure way outside of WWE that was awesome. I had already...
Something on here I always talk about is business.
Yeah. So
I try to tell these young people about business, financial,
Well, it's hard to be emotional about things when, you understand, like I said, the economics of it and the business of it and where the money can be made. And I knew leaving any company in this industry that I had options. I could take care of myself. I was self-sufficient in this industry. I had enough talent. I believed in myself and ability and, wherewithal to deal with people that I knew making money wasn't my issue. Just finding the right place to do it in is always the issue. And, that really what it is. I think a lot of emotional devastation that maybe a superstar will feel being released, I can understand it. But it's completely pointless and useless.
Hold on. You just said something and I want to words or everything. The devastation that a superstar would feel, but a pro wrestler.
It's different. It's different. And it is, because, many people, they've worked all their entire lives for this one single goal.
Right.
My goal was to be involved in this business. When I first got started, Jim Ross told me in my face, you will never work in WWE. And that wasn't malicious. It wasn't a malicious thing. It was just saying, hey, listen, this is what we're looking for. You are not it.